Grace Lee Boggs is a legendary figure, one of the most interesting and well-known civil and human rights advocates of our times. Grace Lee Boggs, tell us why, after 70 years of extraordinary and vigilant activism, you're still on the battlefield and you're still writing books.
Well, I think, Michael, it's that time on the clock of the world when everybody is at a certain level thinking about an American Revolution, though they can't imagine what it would be like. But I think there's a sense and there's a hunger out there, both in this country and in the rest of the world, for an American Revolution that is long overdue, but so hard to imagine unless you are in Detroit, where the industrial society of the 20th century has met its demise, has come to an end. We are facing, what was the fundamental contradiction at the founding of this country, that on the one hand, we became the technologically and economically most developed country in the world, but we did that at the expense of the earth, of people of color, of Native Americans, of African Americans. And we are now at the point where an American Revolution is going to resolve those contradictions. We are a danger to other nations, we are a danger to the planet, we are a danger to ourselves. We have become dehumanized by our technological overdevelopment.
Tell us what you think the role of government and the people should be at this time.
Well, I think that we are in another very different stage of organizing. I think the Alinsky-type organizing, which is protest organizing, and which protests upon and expects things to happen from the government. It comes from a period when the American empire was strong enough so that they could support a welfare state. But that period is over. The United States is a dying empire, and to protest to a dying empire for benefits is not going to get you very far.
You know that a lot of people during the campaign for the presidency the last time around in 2008 felt that Barack Obama was bringing some kind of revolution, and no matter how much of a grassroots effort that included, we know that that was more traditional politics and a lot of top-down things going on. Tell us how real revolution in America can occur.
He turned out to be a Harvard man, and that's not what we need. That's the last thing that we need. The last thing that we needed was Lawrence Summers. What we needed was a man who could really feel what was going on at the grassroots, who had a sense of the history of this country. Unfortunately, Obama does not have that. Unfortunately, he still has, even though he had the community organizing background, it was an Alinsky type background.